guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. We're having another very gloomy day, so I have all the lights on. Hopefully it'll work out. Yeah, so I have a quick review video for you guys today, and it's a bag that I've been using quite frequently these days, and it is this beautiful Gucci disco bag. And I bought this bag for maybe about half a year now, and only been using it more frequently recently because now we're into this fall session. My style and color tone has been more of this kind of neutral beige tan caramel color, and I'm just realizing in my collection I actually don't have any bags in that color range. I have my puzzle bag, which is more of a tan color, so darker. This is, I think, officially on the Gucci website is called rose beige or beige rose. I have to confirm that. But I'm definitely looking to add more of this color tone into my collection. And this bag is a really great crossbody bag, so it's been very convenient for me to use when I'm out with my daughter. So I've been using kind of every day for the last 2 weeks or so, and I think it'll be a good time to be giving you guys a review for this bag. I did at one point do a comparison between this one and the YSL camera bag that's very similar, but you know, I actually didn't end up keeping that bag, so this is the one that I've been using. They're very similar. They both come with a zipper and a tassel like this. This one I did purchase secondhand, and it was in great condition. The corner has some rubbing going, but it's like there's no leather being worn off. I have to say, this bag particularly, I think I'm quite amazed by the craftsmanship and the quality of it. The leather on this bag is absolutely gorgeous. I kind of wish like all bags is made with this material because it is so carefree. It has a natural grain to it, but also it's very soft to the touch and is you know, very scratch resistant, I would say. There was one scratch I think my daughter made on the logo, but you know, after some kind of touching, it kind of just goes away. Like it's very it's like any scratches, unless it's a major scratch, usually the scratches are not evident to be seen at all. And I just love this color. It's such a neutral dark beige that has a tint of kind of pinkiness coming through, but it's generally just a very comfortable looking, you know, very kind of subtle looking dark beige. The only complaint that I had initially when I first purchased the bag was the strap is way too long for my frame. It does have adjustable, I think 5 adjustable levels for you here, but even with the shortest length, it is still quite long. Obviously you could go ahead and make additional holes for yourself, but I feel like some people just don't like to make alterations to the bag themselves just so that it won't affect the value of it. Another complaint to the strap is it doesn't have that second hoop to secure the excess strap. So, you know, sometimes this extra piece does seem to be like kind of waving around a little bit. It's actually not too bad. Honestly, I feel like I scored it really well for second hand. In addition to that, the hardware on the tassel is still in good condition. There's no chipping or very bad scratches or anything like that. And the zipper works like a charm. Like the zipper is so smooth. I love how smooth it is and how comfortable it is when I open and close the bag. And of course, on top of all this, I'll just turn, sorry, my lights start to flash a bit. Kind of spooky just around Halloween time. Anyways, but it is during the day too. It's not even nighttime, but I feel like I need to have the lights on just so there's enough lighting for the video. Yeah, so on top of that, the volume of the bag is so generous that I feel like it's holds more compared to a lot of my other bags. You know, it's not gonna be as much as, but it's almost comparable to the Chanel 19 that I have because of, you know, just this rectangular shape. And it doesn't have any actual divide inside. It has a little small opening for your cards and things like that, but overall it's just one big pocket. So I do have my current things in there right now, and I'll go through them with you, but I'll show you guys a few mock shots before I do that. The strap length, funny enough, works okay for me now that I have a belly. So I do need that extra kind of length, I think, for me to be comfortable, especially if I'm wearing a winter coat or some kind of fall coat. So this is how it looks like. This is the exact outfit I wear today, actually, to go out. Yeah, so just like this. And I wear crossbody. It's quite comfortable. And the tassel kind of just, sometimes it's in the front if I forgot to zip up the bag, but most of the time it will be right here, like so. Yeah, so I know this model or this style might not be the most trendy anymore. I think camera bags in general are losing their popularity the last year or so, but I still think it's a very practical, classic line, classic kind of look. And I'm still very, very happy with the purchase that I made. I'll show you guys quickly what's inside. The other one thing that I've noticed when I been using this bag is I am someone who like to just grab onto the bag, because, you know, there isn't always that time to put the strap over your body when you have toddler and stuff. So sometimes you just need to grab something and go. So I do tend to grab onto the top part of the bag like this very often, and as you can see, obviously will damage the shape of the bag a little bit. So that is one thing that I, you know, again, I think it's a very personal thing. It's not an issue with any other bag, but I do, for any bag that I don't have a top handle, I definitely kind of grab on the bag and then not super careful with them. I don't even grab onto the strap. I will just actually grab onto the bag. So I think over time that could cause damage. For that reason, I do feel like top handle bags are still so awesome. That's why the puzzle bag is such a great bag. I'll just bring it over quickly. So before I'm using this bag, the puzzle bag was the bag I was using more, and because the top handle option, you could do this or you can use the strap, whichever you feel like. And I just think, you know, it's a very clever, it's a much practical design for someone like me who's just want to grab things and go. And when I need to free my hands up, I could still you know, use the strap. And I think the way the handle is designed too, it's not in the way, you know. It's some other cases like Coco handle, the handle is really stiff. That is always in the way. So I love this mini puzzle as well. Let me know if you guys feel like I should do a comparison of these two, but this definitely wouldn't hold as much as your Gucci disco bag. So in terms of what I have in there, it's not fully packed. It's maybe only half packed. But I have my keys and my key pouch in here. It's my really old 6-key ring from Louis Vuitton. I think I've told you guys I don't actually use the key pouch very often, but I still been using this key holder. I'm considering perhaps buying the 4-key ring, or maybe the four keys key ring thing. So, and then I have my Chanel compact mirror. Have my Chanel card holder. This is really more of a compact wallet. It has different components. I really think it's a great piece. I have the older model without the Mona Lisa pocket, but I think it's totally fine. It's enough for what I need it for. And I have my mask, and I have my phone, and that's all I have in there. I would normally have a hand sanitizer, some snack for my daughter, which she ate it, but I had some of that in there. But it totally is comfortable. It's not heavy on my shoulder, even if it's somewhat fully packed. It can hold a lot. Again, if you want to have a more detailed what it can fit video, you can check out the one where I compare to the YSL camera bag. But it's definitely one that can, you know, that can pack in quite a bit. Overall wear and tear, like I said, because I did purchase this secondhand. I know the previous owner did use it quite a bit as well, but there's no color transfer in the bag whatsoever, which is surprising as well, because it is a lighter color bag. So I assume she's been really careful. But like I said, I've been using nonstop, and I've used it under somewhat darker clothing, and there's no color issue whatsoever. The corners are still in really good condition. They are kind of, I don't know if it's gonna come through on the camera, but like very faint rubbing on the corners a little bit, but barely noticeable. Like unless you look closely, it's not noticeable at all. What else can I say about the bag? I think the strap, again, in really nice condition. Zippers are great. The only one thing I think over time it will start to be more of an issue for this bag is the overall shape. So I think when you start to browse online for secondhand for this bag, you can see some of them retain their shape really well, but some of them are just kind of completely sort of slouched or kind of lost the shape. I'm starting to see that slouchiness a little bit in the back here, but overall, like I said, it's still really, really nice for a pre-owned bag. And yeah, it's definitely, I think, the other two Gucci bags that I have is the Gucci Marmont in the super mini size and then the Dionysus. But I have to say this is like by far the one I feel most comfortable using. That's the most practical. Like the Dionysus is just really, really heavy. The clasp is more stiff and the super mini is more small, and this kind of just checked the box for everything. And like I said, I mostly have been loving this bag just because the color, the color tone goes really nicely with all my outfit. The last point I would make on this bag, which I also did during my unboxing, which you can also check it out, is, you know, when you're looking for buying secondhand on this bag, make sure you do look at the stitching. So you can see for authentic bags, the stitchings are completely flat, and you can easily see that by comparing to a online pictures that they have on their official website. The other thing is obviously to look at the tag here to make sure the stamping and the code looks legit. Of course, another thing that's showing age for this bag is the inner lining. Because it is fabric, it definitely starts to show some wear when you look at the inside lining. It's not dirty per se. I haven't been very careful, so I don't actually know whether I made it worse or it came like this. But the inside definitely shows a bit more use than the outside. The outside, it's still beautiful in my opinion. So yeah, you can always get an insert. There are a lot of good organizers for this bag, or just simply use like a little pouch, which I have been start doing as well for some of my other bags. Like if you have a very light polyester cosmetic pouch, you can use it and then transfer that pouch from bag to protect the inner linings of your more expensive designer bags. And I think it's a great way to not only keeping the shape of some of the bags, but to keep the inside of the bag clean. So you know, there's a lot of those cosmetic pouches that comes with your cosmetic purchase gifts. So that kind of pouches, if it's a kind of a fitting size for your bags, I think those works great. Okay, so that's all for me for today. I hope you guys find it helpful if you are considering this bag. It would be a great time to purchase this secondhand, I would say, if you can find a really good condition. And on that note, I will also say today I'll be posting something on the YouTube channel about this new Chanel mini that came out in the calfskin. So I am a little obsessed with it. I want you guys to tell me what you think and if I should go for it. It's part of the new launch that they're gonna have in mid-November, and obviously it's gonna be super hot, and I think some people already got their hands on them. I'm not sure how or why, but I got some photos online and I'll be posting those. And if you guys have any thoughts on those minis, please let me know, because as you know, all the mini bags are no longer made in caviar leather and only in lambskin, which is a lot more delicate. So, you know, knowing that a new calfskin is coming out is quite exciting for me. And I personally love the wrinkles and the folds on the calfskin themselves. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.